As music producers, we all know the struggle of achieving a very powerful and fat bass sound to bring energy into our tracks. You might have tried layering 10 different presets or adding 5 different distortion plugins, but yet nothing works. Believe me, I've been there. But recently I found the DST plugin by Matt Nash, which instantly changed my bass lines and finally got me to the results that I wanted. So in this video, I'm going to show you the difference that it made in 2 of my songs and how you can use it to hopefully help you level up your own bass lines and produce better songs. Alright, so here is the project of Stop Me, which is the liquid drum and bass track that I made in this video. I was pretty happy with it at the time, but I felt like the Reese bass wasn't as big and present as it should be, especially in such a genre. Take a listen into what it sounds for now. It's a bit flat, but by adding the DST plugin, this is what I was able to get. So first of all, let me start by showing you the plugin and what every knob does. As you can see straight out of the box, we have all the controls here on the bottom, which includes the 4 different bands, which I think makes this plugin stand out. First, the gain here is just the input volume signal, and the distortion here is just the amount of distortion that you want to apply. Then you have the 4 different bands, so low, low mid, high mid, and high, and each control the output gain per band, so how much distortion you want to add per band. So if I push the lows, it's really gonna be very like subby. Here is more the low mids. Like you can hear each difference in each band, and like the highs here, very crispy. Finally, you have the output knob, which control the output volume signal. On the right here, you have 3 different distortion types, so 1, 2, and 3. 1 being the more subtle and 3 being the most extreme, and each of them will give you a different result and a different tone. If you don't want to bother, you can go straight into the presets. They have a lot and it is a great place to start with. Now, if you want more control, you can click the edit button, which brings you into the multiband editor, and you can basically adapt each range of each band. And this is where things can get really creative and you can get exactly the sound that you want. Additionally, and if you've been watching my content, you know how much I love user interface. Like it all needs to be like really beautiful for me to feel creative. I think that this one is pretty slick and super easy to use as well. So in the case of our Reese bass, the first thing that I did is to push the distortion amount just so that I can really hear the difference. Then I just played with the 4 different bands to get the result that I want. And I think here the lows are already quite present, but we're missing this crispiness and grittiness into the high mids, highs, and low mids. I also tried the different types and I chose to stay with 2. At the end, I just reduced the amount of the output of the outgoing signal to what I thought was enough in terms of distortion to not destroy my headroom. So if we compare both with and without the plugin, this is the result. Way more powerful. I personally think that it gives the song and the Reese bass a whole new dimension as the low end has more power, and this is something I couldn't get first. On another note, if the plugin interests you, this is now your chance to get it for free. Matt was super nice and he will be offering a free copy of his DST plugin to one of you. All you have to do is to comment on the video, and in a few days I will pick a random winner and announce it on my Instagram. Now let's check out another song. You'll probably recognize it as I used it quite a lot in my content on Instagram. It's called My Oxygen. Now I really like it, but I was never able to be satisfied with the bass. I was able to sign it, I finished it and all this, but I wasn't very satisfied with the bass. I wanted it to be more gritty, more powerful, stronger. It is a huge spoil, by the way, because you're getting the drop right now, but that's okay. By the time it releases, you'll have forgotten about it. So let's see if this time we start by a preset. I have a sub already, so I'm mostly gonna use the low mid, not the low. Yeah. I think maybe some more mid-highs and highs. Yeah, I like that. Now you can use it on any other element, not just the bass lines. You can use it on leads, arps, synth, and in this case, I want to see what we can do with the guitar, just so that it can pop a bit more. Whoa, that's a distortion! Okay, I think I'm gonna use this preset to start with, but reduce it a little bit. Now I'm gonna reduce the gain because it's really, really loud. Oh yeah, pops way more. Okay, I think if I would release that, I would probably tone everything a bit down because right now it's really loud and everything, but this way you can really hear what it does and the difference that it makes. As for my honest opinion, I've tried many different distortion plugins, but this one is by far the best one that I've used. It's very easy to use, very intuitive, which is why I mostly use this one by now. If you enjoyed it and thought that it was helpful for you, make sure to hit the subscribe button to not miss any of the next videos, and let me know in the comments which one is your favorite distortion plugin. Anyone who leaves a comment on the video will be entered for a chance to win the free plugin by Matt, but in the meantime, keep learning, and I will see you in the next one.